accept. This confrontation is not about indulging in these darker aspects, but rather understanding and accepting them as part of our human experience. Jung proposed that true growth involves acknowledging and integrating all aspects of ourselves. This means not only embracing our positive traits, but also coming to terms with our flaws and imperfections. The shadow often manifests in our lives through projection. This is when we attribute our own undesirable traits or feelings onto others, rather than recognizing them within ourselves. By recognizing these projections, we can gain insight into our own shadow. This self-awareness allows us to take responsibility for our actions and emotions, leading to personal growth and improved relationships. The concept of the shadow has had a profound impact on psychology and popular culture. It has influenced various fields, from literature and art to therapy and self-help, encouraging people to explore the depths of their own psyche. Section 10. Anima and Animus, the inner woman and man. This section delves into the intricate dynamics of the inner feminine and masculine energies within each individual. Another crucial aspect of Jung's theory of the higher self is the concept of the anima and animus. These are not just abstract ideas, but fundamental components of our psychological makeup. The anima represents the feminine aspect of a man's psyche, while the animus represents the masculine aspect of a woman's psyche. These elements are deeply embedded in our unconscious minds. Jung believed that integrating these contrasexual aspects was important for achieving psychological wholeness. This integration process involves acknowledging and embracing these inner opposites. The idea of the anima and animus challenged traditional notions of gender. It suggested that every person, regardless of their biological sex, contains both masculine and feminine qualities. Jung believed that the anima and animus often appear in dreams and fantasies. These manifestations can provide valuable insights into our inner worlds and unresolved conflicts. He saw the integration of these aspects as crucial for developing a balanced personality. This balance allows individuals to navigate life with greater emotional and psychological resilience. The concept of the anima and animus continues to be relevant today as we grapple with questions of gender identity and expression. It offers a framework for understanding the fluidity and complexity of gender beyond traditional binaries. Section 11. Real-world examples. The higher self in action. To better understand Jung's concept of the higher self, consider some real-world examples. One common experience is the phenomenon of the inner voice or intuition. Another example is the experience of flow described by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. In these moments, we transcend our everyday ego and tap into a deeper source of creativity. Jung's concept of synchronicity also provides examples of the higher self in action. Many people report experiencing meaningful coincidences that guide them towards important realizations. The process of personal transformation in therapy or through spiritual practices can be understood through the lens of Jung's higher self. Section 12. The enduring legacy, Jung's higher self in modern times. Carl Jung's concept of the higher self continues to have a profound impact on psychology and popular culture today. Many contemporary therapeutic approaches draw heavily on Jung's ideas. Jung's ideas have also influenced the self-help and personal development movement. The idea that we all have a deeper, wiser self continues to resonate with many people. In neuroscience, some researchers are finding correlations between Jung's theories and brain function. The idea of the collective unconscious has been compared to the concept of genetic memory. Jung's concept of the higher self continues to offer hope and meaning to people struggling with the challenges of modern life. Look for patterns and recurring themes. What are these experiences trying to tell you about yourself? Remember, the goal is not to judge or criticize yourself for having a shadow. Everyone has one. The goal is to understand it, to learn from it, and to integrate it into your conscious awareness. Once we've begun to identify our shadow aspects, we can start to befriend them. This doesn't mean condoning negative behaviors or giving in to our darkest impulses. It means approaching these parts of ourselves with curiosity, compassion, and a willingness to understand. Imagine your shadow as a frightened child hiding in the darkness. This child is not inherently bad, but it is wounded and afraid. It needs your love and acceptance, not your judgment or rejection. Try talking to your shadow. Ask it questions. What are its fears? What are its needs? What is it trying to teach you? Listen with an open heart and a non-judgmental mind. Remember, the shadow is a part of you. It deserves your love and compassion just as much as any other part of yourself. By befriending your shadow, you create a space for healing and integration. Integrating our shadow is a journey, not a destination. It is a process of continual self-discovery and growth. There will be setbacks and challenges along the way, but the rewards are immeasurable. As we integrate our shadow, we become more whole, more complete, more fully human. We free ourselves from the limitations of our past and step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It requires courage, compassion, and a deep commitment to self-awareness. But the rewards are well worth the effort. By embracing our shadow, we unlock our full potential for love, creativity, and joy. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. We all have a shadow and we are all in this together. By supporting each other, we can create a world where it is safe to be fully human, shadows and all. We have journeyed deep into the hidden world within, confronted our fears, acknowledged our imperfections, and discovered hidden wisdom. It takes courage to face parts of ourselves we prefer to keep hidden, but it is worth it. In embracing our shadow, we embrace the fullness of who we are. We become a symphony of light and dark, a tapestry woven from our strengths and vulnerabilities. This is wholeness, the integration of all aspects of ourselves. It is not about achieving perfection, but embracing our humanity in all its messy, complicated glory.
Victories offer hope, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, courage and determination can prevail. But the allure of the chosen one goes beyond mere escapism. It offers solace, a sense that our lives have meaning beyond the mundane. In a world often characterized by uncertainty and chaos, the idea that we might be part of a grand unfolding plan, that we might be chosen for something greater, provides comfort and direction. This yearning for purpose, this desire to be a part of something larger than ourselves, is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. The Chosen One narrative, in its many forms, provides a framework for understanding this desire, for exploring the complexities of fate, free will, and the meaning of life itself. Section 2. Beyond Prophecy, Embracing Our Potential. The Chosen One narrative, while inspiring, can also be a double-edged sword. If we become fixated on the idea of a predetermined destiny, we risk overlooking the power we each possess to shape our own lives and the world around us. The true lesson of the Chosen One lies not in waiting for a prophecy to be fulfilled, but in embracing the challenges and opportunities that life presents. It's about recognizing that we all have unique talents and abilities, and that even small acts of courage, kindness, and compassion can have a ripple effect, creating positive change in the world. We don't need a prophecy to tell us we are worthy, to inspire us to greatness. The true mark of a hero, of a chosen one, lies not in some predetermined destiny, but in the choices we make every day. It's about standing up for what we believe in, fighting for what is right, and using our voices and actions to make the world a more just, compassionate, and equitable place. The Chosen One narrative reminds us that we are all capable of extraordinary things, not because of some divine mandate, but because of the indomitable spirit that resides within each and every one of us. Section 3. The True Mark of the Chosen. The Chosen One is more than a literary trope. It's a reflection of our deepest aspirations. Stories of chosen heroes resonate because they tap into our shared human experience. They remind us that we have the power to overcome obstacles and leave the world better. The true mark of the Chosen One lies in the power of the human spirit. Even the smallest acts of kindness and compassion can impact the world. Let us work together to create a brighter future for generations.